Hello, Libra, and welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where we will be doing your reading for the month of December. Your reading is far different than any of the other readings that I've done for the month of December. I have one more reading to go, and yours is the only one that has come out this way. Now, I'm going to see how much I'm able to get into this reading. And if I still need to get other cards, then I certainly will. But what I'm getting with your reading, because these are the cards that actually came out during the pre-shuffle, okay? So I do want to tell you what the image that Spirit gave me during meditation, which was a mermaid. And what I got from that was there's this duality to you. You're two things. Like a mermaid is half human, half fish. And it feels like you're able to exist in two different worlds. You are two different things. Perhaps you have two different jobs. Perhaps you belong to two different families, meaning maybe two families merged and you're wholeheartedly part of two different families. And this could also be like a friend that's like a family, like a group of friends that feels like family plus also family. It just feels like you feel incredibly lucky and incredibly loved, incredibly accepted, incredibly appreciated for exactly who you are, not what you are. That's what I'm getting here. It also feels like you have tapped into two different groups, and you're able to exist in those two worlds beautifully, and there's no it's like you're like when you're in those groups, you're appreciated wholeheartedly within that group. And then when you're with the other group, you're appreciated wholeheartedly for that group. Again, you're able to exist in two different worlds. It's quite beautiful, actually. And these were the cards that came out during the pre-shuffle of the Oracle cards. It's the Ancestors, the Revolutionary, and Speak Truth. Now, with these cards, what I'm getting is the fact that there is a deep sense of family or a deep sense of connection. And I really like this because it feels like there's a renewal of family, or a renewal of groundedness, or a renewal of like an expansion, like it's almost like there was a disconnect at one point, but now there's a reconnection, like a fresh start that I'm getting from this, whether it's with family or with something that you've wanted to do in the past, or past friends, whatever that looks like. But I really, 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 really like this. And then with this set of cards, this came out during the pre-shuffle of this particular deck. And what I'm getting here is you feel loved, and you feel like you've unlocked a new world, and or a new way of being, or uh, unlocked a new path to get a new foundation, or because you've unlocked what was unable to be unlocked before. It feels like there is a new nurturing energy, a new grounded energy, a new, again, a rebuilding of something from the past, or something new moving forward, whatever that looks like for you. Okay. And then when I was looking at these cards, I realized we have the ace, because the Speak Truth is like the Ace of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands here. We have the Ace of Swords again, and then the Ace of Pentacles. And while I was shuffling, I'm like, wow, how many beautiful new beginnings do you have? Like, the only ace that's missing is the Ace of Cups. And then it showed up during the pre-shuffle of this deck. And I feel like that is absolutely beautiful, because genuinely it just feels like there's a lot of newness for you, a lot of new beginnings. And I feel like not only is this going to be okay, not only is this going to be happening in the month of December, um, I feel like this is moving on to 2024. So I feel incredibly strongly about this reading for you. So congratulations, just in that alone. All right, let's get into your for real reading here. We have the Strength card and the Shadow card. I feel like a lot of you have done a lot of shadow work already. Again, facing some hard truths, or dealing with something like something within the self, or something within a dynamic that wasn't working. And now all of a sudden it's working, because it feels like there's a bond, there's a strength, like the bonds are strengthening. There's either with yourself or with a group around you, okay, or maybe both. So take it how it resonates. All right, for some of you this actually has to do with a strengthening of faith. All right, look at your major arcanas that are just coming out left and right here. All right, we have the Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, the Chariot, Seven of Pentacles, and King of Pentacles. Yeah, what I'm getting here is that it feels like you've figured out, it took some time for you to figure out what was going to work, or that's for some of you. For others, it feels like it was only a matter of time for things to kind of settle in into place. That's not what the Wheel of Fortune is, but intuitively that's what I'm getting with this particular Wheel of Fortune. Like, either you needed time to figure something out, or somebody around you needed time to figure something out. But whatever this is, it feels like there is a two different, it feels like there was not two, but it could have been a lot of different moving pieces that needed to be integrated into one another in order for things to work out the way that they are working out right now, right? Again, that could be a group of people that needed to be integrated. It could have been so let's say you got remarried, or you're dating somebody, and you're working together, and it may have taken some time for everybody to kind of jive, or maybe you needed to reconnect with family members or somebody from the past, because we had that ancestors card. And it took some time for things to kind of fall into place, and you needed to lend a hand, they needed to lend a hand, but the group of you needed to work together in order for this new bond to take place. All right, so take that how it resonates. And speaking of Wheel of Fortune, there it is. I mean, I'm telling you, it's crazy how these cards just kind of fell for you. And I feel like this was a long time coming. I feel like your heart was calling for it. It was beckoning for this. I feel like your spirit, your soul has really wanted that. I feel like maybe the spirit and soul of others involved also wanted it, but maybe you just weren't able to figure it out. But now things are just, it's just, it's just working. And I'm also getting the word antiquated. It feels like maybe perhaps in the past, the way people were thinking or the group that is involved, or perhaps even your own way of thinking, it feels like there is, it was an antiquated way of thinking. Like, oh no, it's impossible for, two different families to get along, or no, we have to be separate because that's just how it is, right? But it feels like there is this new energy, like, again, an a what's the word I'm looking for, like an integration that's happening. And I feel like it's a huge mind shift that has occurred within a lot of different people, but I think it took a long time for that to happen. And I feel like everybody is on the same page now, moving along together, willing to make this work. I really like this. I just feel like you may have been the glue to make this happen, because I feel like it was your consistency, your confidence, your standing firm in who you are, what you wanted, what your needs are, what your desires were, and being that steadfast person that has allowed this to occur. All right, we have the Seven of Cups, the High Priestess, Knight of Cups, Ten of Swords, and Five of Wands in reverse. I feel like what this is saying, is that everybody was a little bit uncertain about how things were going to work and how things were going to jive, and not just everybody, but maybe you yourself were a little bit uncertain about how things were going to work, how things were going to jive. Like you were trying to work your way through it. And there may have been a little bit of overthinking here, or an overcomplication that was occurring, because the unknown or the unfamiliar was so new, or untapped, that it may have been difficult. But it feels like there is this beautiful, like this. It feels like there's this beautiful. What's the best word that I want for this Knight of Cup? Spirit, give me a word for this, because there's a word that I'm thinking of, and it's not coming. Can I have a word for this, please? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. There is this beautiful way that you were able to be steadfast, and steadfast and faith that you may have had in regards to whatever this is. And there was a certain standard that you had set, and you're like, no one's going to be left out. No one's going to be cheated. Everyone has a place here. Not saying that it's going to be easy, but but there's a standard here. And I feel like you chose that you were going to be committed to this, regardless of how difficult it was going to be, or regardless of how difficult it is going to be. Because for some of you, I'm saying it like it's happening right now, but of course, I'm reading for the month of December. So it may not be have occurred now, or, whenever you read this, but that's what I'm getting here with this Eight of Cups, or Knight of Cups, excuse me. I don't know why I said Eight of Cups. That's weird. And because of this diligent energy that you keep bringing, it's causing a whole new cycle, like the way people were thinking in that past, that antiquated thinking or feeling has come to a dead end. It's no longer, there's no more arguing, there's no more conflicts. I'm not saying that there will never be, of course there's going to be, but that friction isn't there anymore. It just feels like everyone's more open, you're more open, there's more acceptance. And I really like this, because the truth brings this beautiful thing in. I mean, look at it. I mean, we have the truth. The Queen of Swords is the truth seeker. She has something in mind, male or female. She has something in mind, and she's like, I want this happiness. I want this happiness. I don't want it just for me. I want it for everyone. I don't want to be the center of attention. I want this harmonizing energy to take effect. I really, 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 really like this. And remember, I talked about all of the aces that had come out. I'm seeing 10, 10, and 10, right? 10 and 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 yet again. There may be 4 new cycles within the month of December, like 4 new beginnings, or maybe a new beginning in 4 different areas, because that's prominent here. But I'm seeing just beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. I really, really, really like this. Anything else here for Libra that we may need? Any final messages here for Libra? No, this card really wants to come out. Everyone's moving forward. I love this. Everyone is moving forward. There's this beautiful, walking away from how things were in the past, and you're just moving into a new energy. I absolutely love this. I mean, I love how it confirms everything we were just talking about. This is beautiful for you, Libra. Stick around for the first half and second half of the month of December. If you did enjoy this, go ahead and click that notification button so that you are advised as to when those videos do come out. And until we meet again, have yourself a beautiful month. Bye.